Why are your water bills going up? Why is it that so many of us can't afford to buy or rent a decent home? And why is it getting more and more expensive to buy nutritious food? There's never just one reason, but one of the most important and least talked about is something called financialization. So what is financialization? It's when banks, investors, and the financial markets within which they operate start to play a bigger and bigger role and have greater influence over how our economy and society works. Essentials such as housing, food, land, and water are now being treated as commodities or assets to be bought and sold by banks and investors aiming to profit from them, instead of basic human rights that should, first and foremost, benefit everyone. Financialization has taken off in the last few decades. While governments have cut back funding for public services, weakened social safety nets, and loosened regulations on financial markets, the role of investors, banks, hedge funds, asset managers, and billionaires has increased in public life. Our essential public services, including key critical infrastructure like water system, has been privatized and are now largely controlled by financial institutions and corporate investors. But this shift isn't just about ownership, it's also about how money moves. Investors are increasingly engaged in speculation, pouring huge sums of money into investments that artificially inflate prices with the aim of solely turning a profit. So what do these speculators actually do? Speculators are buying up farmland not to grow or sell food, but to make money as prices rise and the cost of everyday goods becomes more unstable. The same thing is happening with our water and water services, which are now being traded by investors hoping to make a profit when prices go up. And housing's no different. Big investment firms are buying up homes not to live in them, but to turn a profit, driving rents up higher and making it harder for ordinary people like us to afford a place of their own. Prices keep rising, and it is ordinary people who are left struggling. So why does this matter? If food, land, and water are treated as assets or commodities for profit rather than as basic human rights, prices rise for all of us, small farmers are pushed off their land, and a few rich investors end up controlling land, water, and other essentials, our common goods, for their profits. It's time to ask, should our basic needs and human rights be someone else's profit opportunity? No, we need to take speculation off our plates, out of our homes, and away from our water. We need a radical change in our food systems and public ownership of our common goods.